You're now listening to Unfiltered with Mia, where filters fade and real connection begin. Each week, I sit down with inspiring guests, all share solo reflection for raw and honest conversation about growth, challenges, and the wins that shape us. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a new episode of Unfiltered with Mia. Today, I have a very stylish guest. I have Jeric with me. How are you?
Hello. I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me here.
A pleasure. When I asked you, when you messaged me and asked me you would love to come on the podcast, I was like, hell yeah, I want you to be here.
It was actually a joke, you know. I was just like a tease because
Really?
I've never been to any podcast, but I actually loved hearing you on the podcast. And I was like, you know what? I think it would be fun because in the office
Of
we
course.
used to talk a lot, and
Exactly.
it was like a podcast.
Exactly.
Together, yeah?
True. I mean, when we talk all the time, it's like we have our own behind the scene podcast.
Yeah. And it was fun. It was always fun. So
Of course.
this is an
So
exciting
thank
thing.
you. Thank you for coming.
No worries.
Jeric, so obviously I know you, but I want to know a little bit more about you.
Sure.
And before we dive into one of the main things that I would love to talk to you about is obviously your health journey, which is for me absolutely impressive. But before we talk into that, who's Jeric? Give me a little bit of your early years. Where are you from? I mean, I know where you're from, but where are you from? Bring me through all the way to how you ended up in Dubai.
Sure. Well, so it goes all the way back to 9 years ago.
Okay.
I'm originally from the Philippines, and I came to UAE 9 years ago, 2016 of April.
Mhm.
I started off my career as a doorman. I am a graduate of hospitality management
Wow.
in the Philippines,
Okay.
and I started off my career as a doorman and didn't even know anything about the Middle East or the UAE itself. Well, I've heard of Dubai before,
Mhm.
and I paved my way up to, from the doorman to being a receptionist, and then moved to another. So I've worked probably about 4 different international hotel chains,
Okay.
and the very last hotel chain that I've worked for was SLS.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it's actually, I think, one of the very luxurious brand that I've worked for.
Mhm.
It's originally from the US,
Of course.
and I used to work for Paramount, which was just right across SLS.
It's here, right?
Yes, it's here, and I actually popped by earlier because
Okay.
I drove. I was thinking it's gonna be traffic, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pop by SLS and see everyone.
Yeah.
And they have an event today, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go directly to the podcast studio. And so I ended up working, or my interest about real estate was it. I never had it before. I didn't know about real estate before. I was working in SLS, and then I met Shireen.
Mhm.
So she's one of the very first that I actually met.
Okay.
Someone from real estate that I met. So she was working for the hotel apartments.
Okay.
She was a leasing agent,
Yeah.
and I just thought maybe I could reach out to people on LinkedIn, and I reached out to one of the owners of House and House, Simon.
Okay.
Is it okay to actually
Of
mention names?
course,
Yeah.
of
So he was very kind to entertain my message, and I sent my CV. They asked for a couple of questions and to record myself answering special questions. And obviously myself, I'm someone that thinks outside the box all the time. So I
Okay.
didn't want it to be a video of me just sitting and then answering the questions. So I thought of, I spoke to my friend from marketing, and I want to do something like answering the question that I kind of like trying to showcase SLS as well. And I got an offer.
Nice.
And it was for property management. So that's how I started my career in real estate.
Wow.
Property management.
I mean, we will talk a little bit about your marketing editing style, because I will invite you guys later on to also go check out Jeric's Instagram, because
Ooh.
I love it.
Thank you.
So talk to me about, what was your impression of, obviously you leave a beautiful island like Philippines, you moved to the city life of Dubai. You moved alone, or you had any family, friends?
I was alone.
Oh, alone?
Yeah.
Okay. So how was that experience?
I was 21 back then. I think I was excited, but also because I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest.
Okay.
I've got three siblings, and I'm the youngest. And I've always lived at my parents' house,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously there was this scary feeling,
Of course.
because I was gonna be. I didn't know if I was gonna make it or how to actually live by myself,
Mm-hmm.
but I made it. So in the beginning, I was a bit. It was a mixed emotion. So I was somehow excited, but also nervous.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because I'm so glad that I'm the kind of person that is not shy and
Mm-hmm.
easy to get along with people, and
Of course.
I'm very people person. So it was easy for me to get to know new people and get along with my colleagues. So it I didn't have a hard time to actually adjust with the new
Okay.
environment. So I've always been a city guy.
Okay.
Yes, I grew up in a city in the Philippines called Subic Bay. If you heard about the former US naval base in the Philippines, that's
Yes.
where it was located.
Okay.
So we were surrounded by a lot of Americans.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Even our culture, though,
Yeah.
because obviously it was colonized by Americans as well before.
Okay.
And yeah, I actually didn't think it was a big adjustment for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in Philippines there's about like 7,700 islands. It was obviously like a group of islands in the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines. However, I lived and grew up in a city life,
Okay.
so it was okay.
But when you came here, was it like, wow, this is the dream life? Or was it better than what you expected?
Yes, because obviously the city where I grew up in, it wasn't the same. So I first moved here to Abu Dhabi.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously comparing it to Dubai, it's quite different, but I've never been to Dubai. So I was just in awe seeing Abu Dhabi, the skyscrapers, the tall buildings and stuff. In the Philippines, obviously, when you go to the capital, which is Metro Manila, there will be a lot of like tall buildings
Mm-hmm.
and skyscrapers, but in the city where I grew up in, it's not much. So it was really kind of like an amazing feeling.
Okay.
Like, oh my god, I'm in a different country. I used to actually dream about going to the US,
Okay.
to live there and work there. I think a lot of Filipinos have an American dream,
Okay.
to have a green card, to live there, to obviously bring your families, to be able to bring your families there, be
Mm-hmm.
a citizen in the US. But when I came to the UAE, I think I have forgotten about it. I
Okay.
actually started having in mind that I would actually grow here in this
Okay.
country.
That's beautiful. That's so interesting because for me, for example, from me being someone from Mauritius,
Yeah.
most of the people that grew up in Mauritius, our dream was like the UK dream. You go to
Mm,
London, or you go to Australia, or you go to Canada. That are like your three main city where you would see us going. And then in Madagascar, because obviously it's much more like French speaking school.
mm-hmm,
So everyone would want to go to, like, for example, to Paris
mm-hmm.
and to French speaking countries. So obviously it's I never thought that obviously like people from Philippines always had that dream to go to the US, but I learned something new today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not generalizing
Of
or
course.
stereotyping Filipinos, though, but obviously it's like a dream because the US is big. When
Of
when you
course.
hear about United States, it's like a very big thing,
Oh, 100%.
right? It's like the land of opportunities. Because like I said before, I never heard about UAE before
Mm-hmm.
or the Middle East, and everyone from my country goes to, let's say, like Japan or other countries to work
Mm-hmm.
overseas, but I've never heard anyone that is actually working in the Middle East. So it
Okay.
was the very first time.
Okay.
It was actually, to be honest, it was actually a friend of mine
Mm-hmm.
that landed a job in Qatar,
Okay.
and she applied through their career website when she
Mm-hmm.
was in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So she was directly hired, and she told me like, you know what, you could actually try it as well. And the company is called Rotana. It's a homegrown brand,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
homegrown hospitality brand of the UAE. And I applied. Probably took me about 3 months
Mm-hmm.
before I landed a job, like an official job as a doorman. And from those days, I think it was easier because they were directly hiring people from the Philippines, but now they got a bit
Strict.
stricter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So lucky me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. And I mean it's I love it. It's inspiring, you know. You have your dreams and you achieve your dreams, you know, and that's the main thing. But there's something that I'd like to speak to you,
Okay.
which I didn't know when I first met you. I found out after I started following you on LinkedIn. So, talk to me about your health journey.
Mm. Well, so 9 years back when I
Mhm.
came to the UAE, I think I was never skinny,
Okay.
right? So I've always been the chubby guy
Mm-hmm.
because Filipinos love to eat, right? But I was never bothered.
Mm-hmm.
But when I came to the UAE, obviously I was so overwhelmed about the food, KFC,
It's everywhere.
McDonald's. So I think my first year, you will not believe, I could finish a 9 pieces bucket of fried chicken
Really?
myself with 15 pieces of garlic mayo and KFC. Yes. So
Really?
the branch close to my accommodation,
Mm-hmm.
they knew me. Like they know if I ordered online, it was gonna be me.
Mm-hmm.
And I gained a lot of weight. So I think over the years, obviously through bad eating habit, there was some complications in my heart which I didn't know. Probably there was some, what do you call it, symptoms
Mm-hmm.
or signs, but I obviously never understood, and so I didn't actually I had the chance to like go see a doctor because I was feeling okay.
Mm-hmm.
um I was eating a lot, so I think last year, moving forward to last year, I started having Q4 of last year, I started having this a feeling of bloating.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I was just bloated.
Yeah.
Whenever I eat, probably like um 2 bites and I would feel so full.
Okay.
It wasn't normal. And I didn't get bothered because I was thinking, you know what, probably it's just a gas issues. And moving forward to beginning of this year, I couldn't, so there was a time that I couldn't really bear the pain.
Mm-hmm.
It was here. So it was a upper stomach pain. It was a feeling of someone punching my
Yes.
stomach. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to see a doctor, but that time there was something about my insurance. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to like, discuss it further, but so they couldn't do like a proper test. The doctor said it's just a gas issue, so that he has given me some medications. And in the beginning, like few days, I was feeling okay
Mm-hmm.
because of the medication, but then it keeps popping up. And then beginning of February, I think after Valentine's Day, I was at work and I was feeling like so much pain on my upper stomach. And then I told Ranzan, one of my colleagues, I said, I need to go to the hospital. Can you come with me?
Mm-hmm.
And he went with me. I drove. Imagine I was
Wow.
so much in pain. He doesn't drive, so I just needed someone to be with me because I was
Yeah.
so nervous, like what's happening, right?
Mm.
And also I've noticed that my foot got swollen,
Okay.
both of them. And I've heard that if your foot are getting swollen, that means there are complications within your organs though.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to a hospital like probably 25 minutes drive from the office, and they did a lot of tests. In the beginning they thought it was a gas issue until the doctor came and they took Ransin out, and it took them so much time to actually tell me that my heart stopped beating. There was a blood clot in my heart.
No
And they
way.
were so shocked. They were actually so surprised that I was like breathing still.
Oh wow.
I know. And then I started crying when I saw Ransom crying because they were doing this, what do you call it, echogram
Yeah, yeah,
something,
yeah.
and like a scan through my
Yeah.
heart. And the nurse was telling him, I overheard that it's not pumping, and I could see it. It's not pumping at all, and I could barely breathe. Like I was running out of breath. I was breathing through my nose, no, through my
Oh.
mouth, like, and I could still remember, like, I was like, God, is this it? And then there was an insurance issue as well. So I waited for like 9 hours in the hospital.
Damn. And top of that, so you're already struggling and you have to wait another 9 hours.
I know. And then I ended up going home because obviously insurance issue. And then I went home about 4 a.m. A friend of mine, obviously I told Ransom, you know what, go home because he's been there, for like a couple of hours already. And I didn't want to burden him by staying with me and stuff. He wanted to, but I just don't like the feeling of being a burden to someone. So I called a friend of mine and then she picked me up and then dropped me off home. And I don't know, I can't really remember. I woke up the following day. There were a lot of lights. I thought I was in heaven, and there were a lot of doctors, and I was in emergency room.
No way.
Yeah, so I think my few of my colleagues, you remember Mac
Yes.
and Michelle from 365, they were the ones who took me to Sharjah Hospital. And I think there were a lot of doctors that tried to revive me because
wow.
I was like drop dead. They said that my face got so much
So
pale.
you got home already, but were you alone at home?
Yes, I was.
So how did they find out? Was there anyone with you?
No, I think because they got to know that I was at the hospital, and then they were trying to check up on me, and then when I stopped replying, probably they realized, you know what, let's visit Jeric, let's just check on him, or let's help him go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when I saw the pictures after when I woke up, I saw that there were like probably 5 doctors that were trying to like revive me in the emergency room. And they said it was a really, really bad condition already. And I was lucky to actually wake up.
I have goosebumps just by, obviously I knew a little bit, but I didn't know the full story. And now me thinking about it, I'm like, that is intense. I must have.
It was intense.
I'm trying to put myself in your shoes at that time. And it's hard at the same time, but I'm thinking, what are the thoughts that must have been going through your mind? Like Russian,
Fun fact. Well, I don't think it's a fun fact. My friends were actually giving me so much shit about this. When I woke up, I was thinking about work. I was thinking about asking Ransom if he messaged that client, because they probably have been messaging me. Like, what time is it now? Why am I in charge? Who's like, so my life revolves around work all the time. Like, I've been working my ass off for like 9 years. And to be honest, I've never traveled within those 9 years. I'm up until recently. And I don't know. Even if I had the chance before, I didn't actually have a proper vacation. And obviously when we were in hospitality, when we were on vacation, we would just be here or going to the Philippines. But I never had the chance to go to the Philippines. And I think after what's happened, and I'm very lucky because my parents flew back here. Yeah. So they went here last year to celebrate. I haven't seen them for 7 years since I went to the UAE 2016. A year after, went to Philippines for a quick vacay, and then after that I've never seen them.
Okay.
And then they flew here last year to celebrate the holidays with me, and then they flew back to the Philippines January, a month after I had a heart attack, and then they flew again to take care of me.
Aww. But
I think without them, I wouldn't be able to actually look after myself. My dad was preparing my food. My mom was reminding me about my meds. And it's, it's always nice to have your parents
100%.
like beside you
100%.
and look after you. And I miss them a lot. I've been wanting them to like stay with me here, but obviously my mom, she likes the simple life in Philippines. Like she misses home. She misses the grandchildren. I've got about 9 nephews and nieces, but they don't live at my parents' house. They come from time to time. And yeah, so without them, I'm very grateful for them, and also for the people that showed up. And you would actually know who's who.
Oh, 100%.
At your lowest times.
Yeah, that's
so a lot of people drove all the way from Dubai to Sharjah, and the traffic at this time, right? So I don't know, but I think they got the message, and they were so worried because they got the pictures of me being rushed to the hospital and I looked dead. And they were like, we need to see Jeric. We need to know if he's still alive.
Damn.
I know. And I believe that it's actually my second life. And I've always been grateful to God. I'm not a religious person, if I must say, but I have so much faith.
Yeah.
I believe that there's a higher being.
Oh, 100%. I agree.
It's not about that I don't believe in any religions. I actually respect that. But I believe that there's a higher being, like all of the religions are, right?
Exactly.
So I always pray to God, to my number one prayer is for him to prolong my life, because I still want to do a lot of things and I still want to give back to my parents, give them a very comfortable life. And I actually went back to the Philippines last May to surprise my family and my dad, because he celebrated his 66th birthday. No one knew except for my sister. She had to pick me up from the airport. So we set up everything and they were so surprised. After 8 years, I didn't go home.
Okay.
And after that, I realized they are my why.
Oh, 100%.
After what's happened to me, I actually wanted nothing but to provide for my family. They never asked me to, but it makes me happy to see, like, my nephews and nieces. I brought them to the mall and we went to see Lilo and Stitch, like all of us together. And then afterwards they hugged me and they were like, "Thank you so much, Uncle." And it made me cry. Like, it's because I love kids.
Yeah.
And they are very appreciative of simple things.
Of course.
I didn't grow up. We were not rich, obviously. When growing up, we were okay. Like, I get to finish uni, and with the help of my parents, obviously. They didn't force me to work to sustain my needs. And my dad used to be a police inspector.
Okay.
So he's a retired police inspector. And we were 4. And my brother was also in uni when I was studying in high school. And so he was also somehow helping my dad to sustain my university. And I'm really just grateful for them. Really, really, really grateful for them. And after what's happened, I wanted to just live. You only have one life. And I think we don't really need to bother ourselves for something that we cannot control.
I agree.
Be grateful. Love those people that love you, and surround yourself with people that has only positive impact in your life. Avoid negativity. If something isn't really contributing to your growth, or it's just affecting your peace of mind, remove yourself from it. Be it a person or a situation or a job, right? Yeah, we only have one life. So why would we waste it? Or why we wouldn't live our life to the fullest, right? And it was a moment in time of my life that I'd never want to happen again. That, situation, heart attack. And I am down to, so I was weighing 124 kg. I think we could show it in my picture a few months back. I was weighing 124 kg. That's like a really big weight. When I had the heart attack, it was February of this year, and we're October now. And this morning I was 81.
Wow.
I know.
I need to applaud, because obviously I know I also been overweight before. And I know that this journey is a long journey. It's a tough one, but it's rewarding. At the end of the day, it's rewarding. Look at you. You're looking great.
Thank you.
But honestly, I am speechless. Usually I have so much things to say, and I'm just like, you said exactly what needed to be said, And I love your mindset. It is so inspiring, because very often we let a lot of things consume us, and sometimes it's very minor things. And I say us, I'm talking to myself. Sometimes little minor things is enough to ruin our day, ruin our mood, ruin how we feel. And it's just reminding ourselves, just like you said, can I control it? If yes, great. If no, just let it be. and focus on the positive things.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
And that's also a reminder that you never know. Life is short, you know?
Exactly.
You've got one life, you know?
Life is really short.
Yeah.
And we need to live our life to the fullest and be unbothered.
Yes.
Be so. It's easy to say now. For me,
Mhm.
I was once a people pleaser.
Okay.
I was once a people pleaser. Like it bothers me when so I am also, because like you said, you wanted to get to know me more, right? So
Mhm.
the old Jeric, the old version of Jeric, is someone that gets bothered when I feel like someone doesn't like me or doesn't like what I do or what I said.
Mm.
Like I always want to be liked.
Liked, yeah, correct, yeah.
I'm a Leo, by the way, so
Okay.
you know, I've always wanted attention,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't say I'm attention seeker, but I always like to be the star of the show. Like I like to host.
Mhm.
I'm like the comedian of my circle of friends, you know, and at the office as well. And I love to make people laugh,
Mhm.
but I also have the very soft spot in me. Like I'm one of those the very emotional one in my circle.
Of course.
I feel
Deeply.
deeply. So I think I wouldn't call myself emotional. I think I feel deeply
Yeah,
for anything and
Of
for
course.
everything.
Yeah.
Like if we watch a film or if we, let's say, come across someone that has a really sad story, I would cry before that person
Oh no,
cries.
I honestly, I can see myself in you with whatever you're saying right now. It's always like, and it's funny, but you tend to have this people pleasing because I think obviously, like I'm gonna use my personal story in here,
Yeah.
and for me, it's because there's a lot to do with like childhood trauma. There's a lot to do with not being validated as a kid. So when I grew up, I looked out for that validation of like, oh, look at me, I'm perfect. Like sometimes I want to, even when it comes to work, I want my work to be correct. Like it needs to be like perfect. But then sometimes you realize that not everything can be perfect, you know? Sometimes there's these little imperfection that makes it perfect, you know? But that is a great reminder. Thank you. I needed to hear that today. And I hope that anyone that hears us get that little reminder.
I'm glad that it actually had a positive impact to you, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I always tell people whenever I come across people that ask about, you know, what happened to me and the journey, I always tell them, like, obviously it didn't have to happen before I get to realize that I only have one life. And I celebrated my birthday recently in Italy.
Yes, you did.
It wasn't actually my first ever travel.
Yeah.
I went to Baku in May for a short trip, but Italy has been my dream country to visit. It has always been. I don't know why, and I don't know when it started. But I planned it since last year.
Okay.
And I was supposed to go last year, but didn't have the chance. But this year I planned it, and obviously I left the company before I flew to Italy. So I didn't think of anything but just to celebrate me and to enjoy, you know, Italy. And to be honest, that 3 weeks in Italy, I had a lot of realizations. I came back, recharge, and a great positive mindset, I would say.
I love that. Before we touch on Italy,
okay, sure,
because I want to talk about your Italy trip.
Sorry if I talk a lot, randomly.
Don't be sorry. Listen, I'm a chatterbox myself. Don't be. But there's one thing that now, obviously, you are now way more positive. But run me through when you come out from the hospital. Your parents are here. Doctors telling you to, obviously, you need to potentially change your diet, change all of that. What was your mindset? Obviously, it is a tough moment for you. How do you get yourself? Because the reason why I'm asking you this is because sometimes people can go through tough moments and they don't know how to get themselves out of this dark
Get back up.
and
Yeah.
then be like, okay, I got this,
Yeah.
you know? Because it's hard. Sometimes life comes to you in such a way that you're like, damn, what just happened? What did I do to deserve this, you know? And we put ourselves in that victim mode rather than, okay, this happened, crack on. What am I learning from this? What do I need to take from this? And we move, you know? So talk me through this in your journey. Like, I want to know, okay, you come out from the hospital, this is done. So did they do an operation or?
I had the angioplasty.
Okay.
Or audiogram. I can't remember. So it was a thing that, so they put like stents in my heart.
Okay.
There were 2 stents.
Okay.
And they said they added 10 years in my life. Well, the doctor said I made you 10 years younger.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Anytime.
So, I mean, so you're like 18 years old now. And I'm like, okay, tell me more. So it was a thing. They put like a long wire, like probably, I don't know how. And so throughout the surgery or the operation, I was awake and they didn't even know.
Oh,
I think
really?
I was supposed to be asleep because
did you feel? So you felt?
I felt everything, and I could see it. So there was a monitor, and I could see. Oh my god, that's inside my heart.
Damn.
I know, but I couldn't. It was obviously they are the ones who only understand what's
going on.
Yeah, what's going on. And then they heard me saying, "Ouch!" I screamed a lot, and they were like, "Oh my god, why are you awake?"
Oh god.
So it took about nearly 3 hours straight, and then I was okay. I was feeling it. You know, it's like a pain in here, and I was telling them. They were like, "Oh, are you gonna be okay?" and stuff. Obviously, because there was something inside, you know, me. And after that, after the surgery, it was a successful one. And one of the nurse came to me and said, "This was the thing that went inside you to actually fix your heart." And then I passed out. It was super long. Like, I don't know how to measure it, but it's super long. I couldn't imagine, like, how. So it was through here. I think the scar. Oh, sorry.
No worries.
The scar is still here.
Okay.
And it went inside, and then they put like a medicated stent. And after a year, they need to check, you know, how's the condition of my heart. Well, from time to time, I go see my doctor here. And to your question, like, how did I get back up, right? I think having a strong emotional support from my parents and also all sorts of support from them, because my dad was preparing my meals. And I actually got scared of eating.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I feel like if I eat something or anything, I would gain so much weight again. You know, that, I don't know, it was a phobia or something.
Yeah.
And
it's an eating.
So I was eating healthy. I was just eating I could still remember my dad would only feed me salmon or chicken breast, and then zucchini, broccoli, carrots, what else? Because those are like the only veg that I would want to eat. And it was always like that every day for like 2 months, because they stayed with me for like 2 months, and then they had to go back to the Philippines. And I was so sad because I had to do it all by myself. I need to chop everything, to prepare everything, and then to marinate, you know, the salmon and stuff. And yeah, so I didn't have a hard time adjusting in the beginning, but obviously when they left, it was the time like, gosh, how can I get back up by myself? I started eating or having a bad eating habit again, but I would feel something inside. Probably it was on my mind, and then kind of like acting up. And oh my god, okay, I cannot do it. So I somehow, it obviously don't do it, guys, but I think because of the medicine that I'm taking, I used to have 14 different meds.
Wow, that's
every day. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's not 14 like 3 times. So it was 14 in total. And now I'm down to just 6.
That's amazing.
But I think because of those medicines, it kind of like affected my appetite. So I would come to the office, no breakfast, just water, and then I work hard. You know, sometimes I forget what time is it, and I would just forget about taking a meal first before taking the meds.
Okay.
But so I skipped a lot of meals. I think that's why I've lost like drastically, so quick. Obviously, it's not healthy, but I think I just got used to it.
Okay.
And I also started eating less, and I'm used to eating less now.
Mm-hmm.
But before, I couldn't even finish a plate.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's very weird because if you knew me before, you would be so surprised. Like if we go
Really?
to a restaurant, I will always have a takeaway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So obviously, and when you go to a restaurant, you look at appetizer and then the main,
Mm-hmm.
and dessert is always just a plus, right? But now I always just go to the main, or sometimes I will just focus on the appetizer.
Mm.
I eat less now. I
Okay.
actually had I've only had one meal today, and I'm
Okay.
not feeling hungry.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know. So I think it's bad. Obviously, you need to eat and stuff.
You need to
If my doctor would see this or would hear this, he would give me a shit.
Yeah.
And because you need to take your you need to eat before taking your meds because it's gonna affect your stomach and have bad stomach and stuff. But to your question, I think it's mind over matter,
Mm.
right? It's
Yeah.
all in your mind. Like if in my mind, I think I kept telling myself I don't want to go back to that hospital. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks.
Damn, that's long.
I know my parents were there, but they didn't have like a proper bed,
Mm.
and my dad had to sleep in the car because I was in a intensive care unit. So basically, there's no visitor allowed. But obviously, they felt bad with my mom, so she was sleeping in like a normal chair. So
Yeah.
she combined two of the chairs, and
Yeah.
and then I was like, you can sleep here, and she didn't want me to because I got like dextrose and everything and very sensitive and stuff, and my dad had to sleep in the car,
Mm.
and I didn't want that situation to happen again. I was like, to be honest, they didn't want to release me yet. They wanted to serve me, but I just signed a waiver. I couldn't bear it anymore.
Of course.
I didn't want to stay there anymore. I felt like it was a prison. I
Mm.
know they were actually only trying to look after
Help.
me and
Yeah.
help and make sure that I'm all good because I just had a surgery and my heart is very sensitive still, right?
Mm.
And also to let you know, 3 days after the surgery, I went back to work.
Damn, man. Why?
Yeah, I don't want to go further about it, but yeah, I had to. And what was I about to say? Oh yeah, so I did. So I set my mind. I kept telling myself I don't want to go back to that situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I started eating healthy. I
Mm.
started going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I was told not to obviously overdo anything. Like you can walk, go for walks and stuff, but don't do like heavy exercise or lift weights and stuff. I like walking.
Mm-hmm.
I live in a community called JVC, and
Oh, me too.
do you actually? Oh my god,
We can
let's do a hot girl
this
walk.
is it. We're gonna go for walking, and the weather's getting better.
Babes, every day and night. So when I
It's
was still working at Novi, I would wake up about 5 a.m. and I would go straight to walking around JVC, and then when I get home after work, I would go again. I just love it,
yeah.
and I think in a day I would have about 12K steps,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel good.
Yeah.
I don't like walking on a treadmill
Me neither.
inside the gym. I
Me
don't know. If it's a gym
Me
that has a
neither.
view of the outdoor space, it's okay.
Maybe, yeah, but
Because in my building, it's like
yeah.
a prison, room or something.
I swear I struggle with that too. I like being out and about and
Yeah.
like
With your headphones on.
exactly, like it's so much better.
Yeah.
Don't get me on a treadmill.
I listen to Drake all the time.
Of course, who doesn't listen to Drake? I judge you a little bit.
I actually love walking, so I started doing that. So it helped a lot with my progress.
Mm-hmm.
And I started seeing the result. No, actually, it was the people that I'm surrounded that actually keeps telling me of the result that they're seeing and they're liking it. Because I used to have to look like without a neck.
Really?
Oh God, I would show you the picture.
Yeah.
I would show you the picture though. And wait, you know what? Let me show you very quickly though. Oh yeah, so I was just showing them. Look at that. I posted this on TikTok.
Damn. Guys, I don't know if you'll see it from there, but
You can zoom in out.
That's That's crazy.
I
That's
hated the
a
way you know what, before I don't realize that that's how I looked.
that's a lot. You look like a different person.
I know. I couldn't even recognize myself sometimes. I can't believe that I've lost so much weight.
You look like a different person. That's hats off.
Thank you.
Like honestly, hats off, because I know it's a lot of work and consistency and determination and a lot of sacrifices too
A
that comes
lot.
along.
A lot.
But honestly, you should be proud of yourself, because look at you now. So, on a more
Positive
joyful,
note, yeah.
positive note, let's talk about Italy. And
Okay.
also, while we talk about Italy, I want to understand, how did you get into fashion? Because from the day that I've met Jeric, guys, from the day one that I've met Jeric, I was like, this man has so much style. He knows about colors. I like the combination. He's always on point. Like, there's not been one day that I've been like, what is he wearing? Like, it's
And you were
never.
only seeing me in the office.
Yeah. And then afterwards, you go to Italy, and I'm like, wow, he's got the Italian style. That, the one with your pink shirt when you're on the boat,
Yeah.
I was just like,
And with a scarf.
exactly. I was like, wow. So talk to me about that part.
Well, so it took a lot of planning, to be honest.
I know.
And it's always, I think a lot of people would resonate on this or would agree to me on this. When people ask what is the most expensive thing about traveling, it's the days before going to the place. You know why? Because I obviously went shopping for the clothes that I want to wear.
Yeah.
And it scares me a lot before traveling, seeing TikTok videos that, don't bring a lot of things in Italy or a lot of clothes of Italy. You need to travel light because it's going to be hard. You need to lift your bags and stuff and la la la. And I was thinking, no, I need a full wardrobe. Like, if I'm going there for, like, let's say 12 days, 14 days, I need to have 14 days of day and night outfits. So I studied the weather. I know someone that lives there, and then I've been asking, like, so what's gonna be the weather like in this, and I obviously, so it was in August, so I assume it's gonna be like really hot. And people in the office was telling me it's gonna be really hot.
Mm-hmm.
But come on, we are in Dubai.
Mm.
Like, I don't think there is another place that would be hotter than
Then Dubai.
yeah.
Correct.
So I went shopping before. Obviously I prepared the wardrobe. It took a lot of obviously planning and also a lot of confidence, right? Because everything was ordered. Most of them, like probably 80% of the outfits that I worn in Italy were ordered online.
Okay.
And I don't know, I just imagine myself in an outfit,
Mm-hmm.
and then I mix and match, and then I order them separately, and I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna wear this and that. So even though I brought a lot of clothes with me during my trip, I also bought some clothes when I was in Italy, and I like dressing up.
Yes.
And to be honest, I think this is very funny. I've never told anyone this, but I did I call this as a dress rehearsal.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, but so I had planned for like a 2-week trip, right? And I had like a PDF file of what to do
Yes.
this time,
I
where to
saw.
go. Yeah, I showed you that.
saw.
But as soon as I get there, I didn't look at it. I didn't even that PDF file had a wardrobe or an outfit for that specific day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's how I planned it.
Okay.
And I don't know why. I feel like I'm gonna be in a fashion week,
I mean, you're going to a new country. It's a solo trip. Of course, you want to look good. You
Yeah.
want to feel good. You want to have nice pictures. So
Exactly.
I
And
completely
obviously I've
agree.
lost weight already. So I was so happy to actually be able to wear those outfits. And I really hope I pulled them off.
Oh, you did. Guys, go check out his Instagram. I'll put it in the description box. You will see all the outfits that we're talking about. If you want to know more about his Italy trip, please go. Like, follow, subscribe. No, not yeah, subscribe. Do you subscribe?
Follow. Yeah, it's
And
that Dubai dude.
there you go. But I swear to God, I was impressed. I was like,
Were you actually?
I was.
Yeah.
I was
And-
like, I love the way that as me, I struggle for a very long time to get into that feminine side and know how to dress and
What
be
are you
stylish.
talking about? In the office, I love your fits.
Thank you.
And it's very feminine.
But I came a long way.
Oh, you were referring to your previous you.
Yes. If I show you before how I used to dress and now obviously how I dress, there's been levels. You know, I always tell people I age like fine wine. You know, that's literally how it is, because obviously the way that I grew up is I was never really surrounded by a lot of women and all of that. So I was very like masculine,
boyish and...
don't know how. One thing that I used to love was makeup, but that was about it.
Okay.
That was the only thing.
At least.
That was the least. Exactly. My hair, heels. I started wearing heels when I came to Dubai, because when I was living in London, it's boots, trainers. Even if I
Trench
go
coats.
Exactly. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love a winter wardrobe because you get to layer this and like
and be fashionable.
Exactly.
Still.
Don't get me wrong. Summer is also nice, but for example, last year I went to Edinburgh and I went to London again.
Nice.
And I just loved it because you could put layers on layers, make something look a little bit extra, but just through layers, you know? And I completely agree with you. I just love it. But go on.
That's actually my next aim. I've never been in a place that I could actually wear winter clothes. Obviously, winter in Dubai, you can never,
it's not that winter.
People are going to laugh when they see you in trench coats and boots and everything.
Correct.
But I'm thinking of going to the UK.
Oh, you love
Scotland, and be fashionable there.
Oh, you will love it.
Yeah.
Trust me. Even if you go to London during the Christmas time, I still say it, and oh my God, honestly, London during the Christmas period. If you like the Christmas spirit,
I do.
It's the best place to be. You've got your winter wonderland. You've got the lights on the streets. The cold.
It's very Christmassy.
Exactly. It is. Don't get me wrong. It is cold. It is rainy.
Yeah.
But when you go for holidays,
raining.
It rains time to time, but it's still nice. You know, you wear your trench coat.
It's not heavy rain, you mean?
No. You get it rains a little bit, and then you wear your trench coat. You wear your umbrella. Like
it's cute.
You know, it's nice. It's a nice cold. It is very cold. But I remember when I used to live in the UK, I had different type of coat that would go with different type of outfit.
Nice.
If I was going out, I had a going out. Oh my God! Now that I think about it,
you miss it.
Not just that, but I had a coat for when I was going out, and it was the. Did you see that that Beyonce clip with the big fur?
Puffy ones,
the furry thing.
You had that?
I had one.
Oh my God.
So when I would go out, I would wear my big fur. I looked like a teddy bear, but it was fun. I was like, smash it. You know, like
that's cute.
I love it. But yeah, I still like winter in terms of like the layering and everything.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of summer, especially the summer in Dubai.
Yeah.
So when I went to Italy, I was so surprised. I didn't get bothered of the heat. So when I was walking around, so I actually, like I said, I prepared, right? So I bought myself a neck fan.
Oh, really?
And a handheld fan, just in case, because I'm a sweaty guy. I sweat like a pig. But when I didn't even use it, even once.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. People were struggling. I could see them like with umbrellas and sweating. I was walking under the heat.
I think it's because we're used to the heat over here. So the heat over there is not the same. I mean, I think I had a similar experience because this year I also went to Paris and it was the same thing. During the day.
Which month was it?
It was August as well, beginning of August. The morning and evening it was chilly, but during the day it was hot, but not the hot that you're like, oh my God, like I need like a fan or I need to be in AC. Like,
and hot. The thing in Europe, it's AC is not actually a very big thing for them. So most of
Yeah.
the places or Airbnb,
Yeah, correct.
they don't have ACs. Some of them though. And yeah, so I think also, if I may just add,
Of course.
it's a very I was grateful that I kind of like somehow trained myself to do walking. You know, I walk
Of
every day, right?
course.
Because in Italy, I walked a lot. I ate a lot in Italy, but I've lost 5 kg when I got back. Imagine.
Exactly. I know.
And I don't
It's
even realize that I've been walking for like 2 hours.
yeah, because it's so nice,
I know. So
and
like
you look
every place is
exactly
picturesque.
100%. And I think that visiting like any place, like it's better to do it by walk if you can, obviously depending on where you go.
Mhm.
But like even London is the same thing. Like when I used to live there, I never drove. I would
Mm.
be walking, taking the tube, because that's when you see
It's touristy,
more.
yeah.
And same for when I went last year when I went to Scotland, it was the same thing. I was walking for hours and hours, like you said.
Mm.
You don't realize because you're like, oh, that's,
You're in
you know,
awe.
you're like, oh
Yeah.
my God, this is beautiful. You stop, you take a picture, and you keep going. And then
Yeah.
little do you know, you get home and you're like, 25,000 steps.
I
Oh,
know.
how? Wow.
Like I never had 25,000 steps here.
Mm,
Like in a day.
yeah.
There was 2 consecutive days that I had probably 46 and 47,000
Wow.
steps. It was one of them because I went to the Vatican, and Vatican is a huge place,
Of
right?
course.
It's a country of its own. And I walked a lot, and then the following day I roamed around Rome, and I think from the afternoon up until evening.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the reason why. But yeah, I actually loved my trip.
I
I
know.
loved it. I loved every single places that I went to. If I were to ask which is my favorite, I would say Rome.
Okay.
Rome is my
Why?
favorite. I don't know. I feel like it screams Jeric.
Okay.
The vibe, um, the food.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a foodie,
I'm a
and
foodie too,
the
trust me.
people,
Yeah.
everything about it. I thought I was gonna be in awe when I go to Milan,
Mm-hmm.
but when I went there, it was okay.
It was not as the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think the hype is during the Milan Fashion Week, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and the Duomo.
Yeah.
But oh my God, that cathedral though, the Duomo, it's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
So every church that I went to, I did a prayer, and I'm always just in awe. I can't imagine that it was built like hundreds of years back.
Mm.
Like how?
I know, right?
How did they
Yeah.
build those infrastructures and stuff?
It has so much history, true. So, just to close on your Italy trip, I want to know two things.
Okay.
One of them, what was the memory, like one day that you were like, damn, I'm lucky, I'm grateful, I love it.
You're gonna make me cry here. So, like I said, I celebrated my birthday
Yeah.
there, right? And it was my first time traveling to Europe, and obviously by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I booked a dinner
Mm-hmm.
for myself. So obviously, it was in a fine dining restaurant. So I initially booked in a place, and they rejected because obviously they want the minimum number of packs is 2,
Mm-hmm.
which makes sense even in Dubai, right? So they wanted me to pay extra because it's like a set course menu.
Okay.
It's like a tasting menu or something, and you have to obviously pay a specific price. Obviously, I wouldn't pay for 2 person if it's just gonna be me.
Of course.
So I tried booking at another place, and then I told them it's gonna be my birthday, and they were very accommodating. They were like, you know what, yeah, come here. And it was the very first time that I celebrated my birthday alone. So it's a restaurant called Mirabelle at this Hotel Splendid Royale in Rome, and it has a stunning view of the it's close to Villa Borghese. It has a really stunning view. It was towards sunset,
Mm-hmm.
and it was outdoor, and I was just that exact time when I sat at my table, I was like, God, thank you, like, thank you, because I had the chance to experience this.
Mm.
imagine I started my career as a doorman with a salary of 1,000 dirhams. But obviously, I got accommodation and stuff. But never crossed my mind that I would be able to actually experience that on my 31st. I was so, that was my moment. Like, I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
This is the dream, you
Mm.
know, it has been a dream. And they surprised me with the sparkly candles, and then they sung for
Aw.
me, and then I was recording myself, I was singing for myself. You know, you see those videos so on Instagram or in TikTok, like someone that's celebrating their birthday, and then a stranger would come and, you know, greet them and celebrate with them, or be on the same table just to eat with them. And it happened to me, believe it or not. So I was recording myself, and obviously they surprised me. So people got to know, like around me got to know that it was my birthday, and they came and gave me a hug and greeted me, and I was like, you know what? There's still hope
Of course.
in this world. Like, obviously, there's a lot happening, right, in our world, but humanity is still there. And I just, why I said that, it's because first, like you asked about, you know, what was that I was grateful for. That's number one, and also the people. I never felt alone. I thought I was gonna celebrate alone, but it felt like I celebrated with random people.
I love that.
With good hearts, and I think most of them are also expats or tourists, and they were very friendly. And then I went to the lounge upstairs because I wanted to have a nightcap, and they probably told the guys at, you know, at the lounge, it's a lounge rooftop bar, and that it was gonna be my birthday. I was alone, and then I met the manager. He was so nice. His name is Giancarlo, if I'm not mistaken. Hi, Giancarlo, if you're watching this or you're listening to this. He's a very nice guy, and he surprised me with a sparkly candle as well, and a dessert, and they sang for me, and it was such a very unforgettable moment.
I love that.
I know. And I'm so grateful for God for giving me that opportunity after everything that's happened. And I'm glad that I have lived my dream.
Oh, I love
to
that.
Go to Italy.
And I'm so happy for you.
Thank
like
you
from
so
the bottom
much.
of my heart.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And guys, Italy is amazing. It's a place. And also, if I may just add, I think if I'm ever gonna go back to Italy, it would be nice to spend your time there with someone you love, or your, you know, better half. I think it's a romantic place to be in. Yeah.
Dear better half, wherever you are,
let's go to Italy.
Let's go to Italy.
Propose to me in Italy.
There's no ring on that finger.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
I got one, but it's an accessory.
So yeah, next time, who knows?
I know.
Who knows? You'll be going back to Italy.
I want to. I'll definitely go back to Italy, because I mean, I want to go back. I want to go to Spain, and it's pretty close.
Yeah, of course.
So I want to see Sardinia, Napoli, and Amalfi Coast, because I didn't have the chance. So I would probably go back there. I made friends there, new friends. So
there you go.
Yeah.
And I go. So before I go towards the end of the episode, I have one last thing. I mean, you mentioned it, and I have an idea maybe, but I want to know one of the biggest realization when you have done that trip and you came back to Dubai and you're still like, you know, you got butterflies in your eyes and you feel like, oh my God, this was such a beautiful trip. And you come back, because obviously Dubai is a bit like our reality, you know? So you come back. What was your biggest like realization from that trip?
There's so much, but if you are to ask me only one thing, like really stuck in my mind, it is to really live. Really live. Like, I've took a lot of pictures, yes, and most of them people were asking me like, who you were with.
Yeah, even I asked you this because there was some pictures I was like, wow.
And videos.
Yeah.
I brought myself my own tripod. Yeah, and obviously they said, you know, be careful of the pickpockets and stuff. I wasn't bothered of it. Like I will put it on a side, and then I'll walk around and still there. Yeah, so it's to really live. So despite of me have taken pictures and uploaded, you know, on Instagram, people would say, oh, he went there and just took pictures. But most of the time, my phone is in my bag.
Yeah.
I realize, like I said earlier, that we only have one life. We need to really live, experience life, meet people, and treasure everything.
I love that.
Everything, every single thing. Everything that I came across, be it a person or a situation or a meal in Italy, I'm treasuring it.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm so
Oh.
glad that I have a 1 terabyte gigabyte
Oh,
or memory
I
in my
swear.
phone. Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, I love that. Honestly, Jeric, you touch my soul, like from deep within. And I'm trying to not cry, but you really touch my soul.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad.
and I
I'm
love
glad.
it. I love everything, and I can't wait to see you keep traveling and keep being your bubbly self.
I'm
Because
glad that we follow each other on Instagram
oh
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh we're going for walks. We're gonna do a lot of things
Yes,
together.
yes.
Don't
And
worry.
this your podcast,
Yeah.
I think it's a really um great or the best thing to describe you.
Oh, thank you.
You know why? If people, because I just came across it obviously probably a few days ago.
Mhm.
And then when I didn't know that it was on Spotify.
Mhm.
I've seen it, the Instagram
Yeah.
obviously, and I listened to the podcast with Anthony,
Mhm.
with Brian as well. And the name or the what do you call it? The name's Unfiltered with Mia says a lot about it. It's unfiltered. It's very resonating.
Mm.
Maybe because I've met and I know Anthony and Brian, but with other people that you actually had the podcast to, it, it was a conversation that made me be like, oh really? Like, I got stuck on it. Like
Of
it,
course.
yeah, and then I kept listening. So I played it on my TV, Spotify TV. There's I think you could also obviously just listen to it, but I'm a visual person,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think this is really you,
Thank you.
and you've been doing this for like a couple of years now, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 years now in
Two
November.
years,
Yeah.
imagine. And I
Yeah.
think you're really gonna grow here.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
really
so
gonna grow
much.
here.
That means a lot.
And this is actually something that people that does podcast that should remember. It should be unfiltered. Well, obviously, you need to talk about stuff that people would resonate.
Yeah,
Unfiltered to the limits,
of course, of course.
with limitations and reservations.
I love that. Thank you so much for your kind words.
Thank you for having me here. It's I didn't expect it to be this fun and engaging, and I I just liked it.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
But
Oh,
before I let you go, I have a bit of a tradition.
okay.
So you've got a little bit of what ifs, and then we'll move to the rapid fire question.
Okay.
All right. So, ready? We'll start with what if first. They're very easy peasy.
Yeah, I remember this.
It's nothing crazy.
Okay.
Okay. If you had unlimited travel tickets, where's the first place you'd go and why?
Switzerland.
Okay. What if you had to
I didn't answer why.
Oh yeah, sorry. My bad. Whoops.
Because aside from Italy, it's also one of the dream country that I want to visit, and I just think it's very serene and
Yeah.
a place to really reset.
Actually, it's one of my plans too. Maybe who
We
knows?
could go,
And
yeah.
we could plan a
Yeah.
Switzerland trip. All right. If you had to describe your journey so far in 3 words, what would they be?
What journey? Like entire
In your entire journey from when you were little till now.
only 3 words.
Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, can I have more?
Oh God. Impactful,
Okay.
blessed,
Mm-hmm.
and grateful.
Okay, I'll take that. If you had the chance to inspire millions of people with just one sentence, what would you say?
I always tell this to myself as well, and it always works. Never underestimate your capabilities, because you'll never know what you're capable of until you actually do it.
Okay, I love that. Oh, that is so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, if you could rate anyone's wardrobe in the world, whose closet are you choosing?
Oh, so I like old money vibes.
Okay.
Right? And hence Italy. And so, I mean, recently I've been crushing on Jacob Elordi's looks.
Okay.
Jacob Elordi, you know him, right? From Euphoria.
Oh,
Yeah, that
yes.
guy, or
Yes,
a
yes.
kissing booth.
Mm-hmm.
His fits. You're gonna see me a lot of like Jacob
Inspired.
Elordi inspired on my Instagram, maybe very soon,
Okay.
because I'm going back to the corporate world, which
Okay.
we could talk about next time.
Of course.
But yeah, so Jacob Elordi's.
Okay. All right. One last one before we move to the rapid fire questions. What if Instagram / TikTok or social media suddenly shut down tomorrow? What's the first thing you'd do?
Upload a video of myself
Mm-hmm.
living my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ready for the rapid fire question?
Like fast talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we move to the last segment. Sneakers or loafers?
Loafers.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
First thing you do when you wake up?
Check my phone.
Favorite guilty pleasure snack?
Chocolate.
Okay. One styling rule you swear by?
Oh, it should always be old money.
Okay.
Style.
Go-to song when you need instant confidence?
Headlines by Drake.
Okay.
Not a blink of an eye.
Okay. If you could use one emoji for a week, which one would it be?
The wink.
Dream travel buddy, celebrity or not?
Probably Kiki Palmer.
Okay.
She's fun.
Okay. I hear it. If you had, if your life had a theme song right now, what would it be?
It will all work out.
Okay.
Or Let It All Work Out by T-Pain.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my
Yes,
God,
yes,
sing
yes,
it.
yes. Okay, I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it. And my last one before we end today's episode.
Okay.
If you could give one advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Be happy.
I love that.
Simple as that.
Jeric?
Just be happy. Or just be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take both.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jeric.
Thank you. It's been a
was-
pleasure, and I enjoy this. And
I did too, trust me.
like I said, I've never been to a podcast. It was a bit of I was nervous, because I didn't know what to expect. But obviously, we had this conversation all the time, and I wish I actually knew you before.
Don't worry, it's never
and now
too late.
now that I know that you're my neighbor, we could obviously
100%.
have a lot of this podcast
Oh.
unfiltered but not recorded.
Exactly. There's some things that cannot be on camera.
I know.
As much as they are unfiltered, there's some
So we
conversation.
have a second version.
Exactly. Behind the
Yeah.
scene.
Oh, second episode. Sorry.
But Jeric, thank you so much. I hope to
Thank
see
you.
you soon on the podcast, and I wish you all the best. Keep smiling, keep being your bubbly self, and keep the spirit and the positive mindset.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
And on that note, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'll see you in the next one.